Hello everybody, my name is Jack, coming to you from Visually Edited, and today what I have for you is an updated video tutorial on how to cartoonize yourself. My last most popular video, how to cartoonize yourself, is now outdated because Adobe Ideas is now replaced with Adobe Illustrator Draw here, and a lot of things have changed, and I'm just here to tell you how. So let's just get right into it, why don't we? So first off, you want to download Adobe Draw here in the App Store. It is 100% free. You just open it up and you're going to have to create an Adobe ID account. Now, trust me, it's not like it's going to cost money or anything, but you are going to create it. And when you do, you have a 2-day trial, which lets you cartoonize or do whatever you want on here for 2 days before it makes you confirm your email. Trust me, it's completely free. As you can see, I've already done a few cartoons, and this is kind of what it's going to look like and whatnot. But yeah, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up a blank page on there, and you're going to want to tap this little icon here in the corner that looks like a piece of paper hovering over a piece of paper. You're going to click on that, tap on photo layer, and then you're going to tap on my iPad and select the photo that you are going to cartoonize, which would be this one that I'm doing anyways. I picked a simple face because of timeliness for this video. And then you're gonna want to tap on your little brush here, and the color is gonna be like a slight bluish. It'll be a slight bluish. It's probably gonna be up here. You're gonna want to slide it all the way down here to the black area. Okay. Then you're gonna want to adjust the size. You don't want it to be too thin, but at the same time, you don't want the line to be too thick. Alright, and you're just going to start off by drawing on the eye, and as you can see, I think this is pretty good thickness, and that's what I'm going to use. So what you want to first start off by doing is outlining and tracing the facial features, such as the eyes, nose, and mouth, and eyebrows and stuff. So yeah. I just realized how creepy this is. I definitely need to turn down the thickness. Okay, so I have a tip for you guys. I've kind of gotten all the facial features down, but here's a tip for you guys, because this really threw me for a loop and I couldn't figure out what to do. As you can see here, if you make a mistake, there's this little arrow up here that's called the undo arrow. But what if, let's say I did a facial feature thing and I accidentally click the undo button, right? Come on. And I'm like, but I wanted that. Well, what you can do is you take your two fingers and swipe to the right like this, and you should get the line back. And if you take 2 fingers and swipe to the left, whoops, it should undo it. So yeah, that's how you do that, just in case you accidentally undo a line that you didn't want. So next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to outline the under face, like, just going to roughly outline it here, but this part. Alright, now I'm going to go back and do it for real, but you want to get that part drawn in. Okay, and now that you have the ears drawn, you are now going to want to do the hairline, or just the hair itself. Now, since I've picked like this perfect face image, this is going to be pretty simple for me, but yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, if you do need to erase something, the erase button on here is definitely not easy to find. Let's say you're on this marker icon, you just tap the top of the marker icon right there, and it should be this picture right here. This is the erase icon. And if you don't like the size of the eraser, let's say you want it a little smaller or bigger, you just tap on it and click on the size and drag up or down. Alright? Seems pretty cool. Okay, and now that the head is done, you want to go ahead and do the neck and body of your model here. And now if you happen to go off the page here, such as his shirt collar, you just kind of draw a line under it. You'll see why we do that later. Like this, as you can see, it goes off the page, so I just kind of draw it like that. So now there's obviously going to be some details in there. This is going to look pretty plain if you were to move on to the next step here. Alright, if you want to add some detail to it, like let's say the hair has some lines in it, however mine doesn't. If the hair is dark, what you want to do is you want to tap on photo layer and drag this down just a little bit, and it should dim the picture so you can see the lines you've drawn a little better. But anyways, so if the hair has some curved textures to it, or some, like, I don't know, let's say a girl's hair, you know how it's long and streamy, I guess you could call it. Well, then you'd use this tool right down here, okay, and you want to just tap on it, click color, and let's say their color of their hair is blonde. Well, what you want to do to select the color of their hair is you want to go back into photo layer, you want to drag it all the way back up so that you got the right color, tap and hold on color, sorry I didn't tap and hold on color, and you want to drag it to where you think the best place to find their hair color is. Let's say it's right here. Then you click OK down here. And now you want to turn the opacity, wait, no, nothing about opacity. Turn the size down to an appropriate size. Now I'm just going to dim the photo so you can see what this brush does. Go back to draw layer. And let's say they've got, oh, that's too thick. Say they've got, it's too thin. What? Oh, wrong tool, sorry, wrong tool. Pick this tool right here, right below the marker tool. Color. Hang on. Cancel. Photo layer. Okay, pick their color. Dim the photo layer. And now, let's say there's like a little curve in their hair right here. Well, then you make it there, and let's say their hair kind of streams down to the side like this. Or if their hair is blonde, then these streaks would be blonde here. You see, that's what this tool is used for. It looks pretty good, right? Well, I don't have my character that I am doing does not have any curvy hairness. Oh, that's what that do. Okay. So now that you've done, and same goes for the shirt. So you got some textures here on the shirt, some little ripples. This brush tool is really useful when it comes to adding details and wrinkles and streamy hair, I guess is what you want to call it. So now that you've done outlining and adding details, now you're going to want to make sure your photo layers all the way up. I always forget to do that usually. Tap and hold on color, and now you're going to want to find a good skin tone. Usually on their nose is where you want to find that, but I'm going to do mine on the forehead for now. Yeah, right there. Okay, and now is when you want to make sure you have closed lines, alright? Because if you don't, let's just say that I accidentally didn't close my line there. You go to the brush. It doesn't matter what brush it is, as long as it's got that color you want. You tap and hold within the area, the face that you want to do the color, and it'll give you that picture, which means you can't fill it because the lines aren't closed. So you just go here, make sure all your lines are closed, and try again. Tap and hold. It'll say working, and then it will fill in the entire closed area like the fill bucket tool. And you just want to do that for all of the facial features, such as the eyebrows. Tap and hold on color, go over to the eyebrow, Click OK. Tap and hold on the eyebrow. And I'm just going to do that for both. One thing I do suggest is when filling it in, you want to take the opacity of the color. So let's just find their color. Skin right there. You want the opacity to be turned down to about 74 or 75-ish. So that way you can still kind of see minor details behind the skin. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, and now when it comes to the white part of their eye, you just kind of want to go to color, drag the little thing here into the middle of the white, and turn that little knob thing down there all the way up, and just tap and hold in the white parts of their eyes, because it looks better if it's just pure white. Now one thing you want to make sure you do is when you're tapping and holding, make sure you're not tapping and holding on the color that you, like the line that you drew with, or else it'll look like that, or like this. So you kind of just want to make sure you tap in the, oh my gosh, in the right place. Okay, and now we're going to do the lips. The top lip and bottom lip are usually two different colors, so you want to do them individually. Like that. Okay, and now we've got the face done, pretty much. Now we're going to want to move on to the neck. And for my character that I'm cartoonizing here, my shirt, the shirt of my character is already pretty much a solid color, but if it said something and you want it to say that in your cartoon, you can just outline that. But what you want to do is make sure that the main part of the shirt is opacity 100%, because there's no point in seeing all the extra ripples in the clothes and stuff. It'll make it seem like it just won't look as good if you don't do the color of the shirt at 100% opacity, if that makes any sense. So now I'm going to do the hair. And the hair, you usually want the opacity up in the 80s somewhere. But yeah. Now I think we're done. If you want, you can cartoon the background and do the same thing. Just make sure you got closed lines. If you don't, if you just want a solid color for the background, again, make sure that all your lines are closed. As you can see, my line here is not. Now it is. You're just going to take the brush here that you've been coloring with, and you're just going to make a big circle around the whole picture. You're going to go to your tool that you've been using to fill colors with, and just select your color. I'm just going to drag this up here. I want a purple background. Okay, and you're just going to tap and hold in the back. And this should do that. And sometimes if you want the picture to take up the whole screen, you may need to make the circle bigger, as you can see here. That's better, that's much better. And once you're done with the picture, you just click this little save icon up here. Now you can publish it in progress, you can send to Photoshop, you can send to Illustrator, you can copy to your clipboard, but if you want to save it to your camera roll, you click share, the ... share thingamadoodle. And if you want to send it to somebody through message or email or Twitter or Facebook, you can do that. But if you want it to save to your camera roll, you hit save image, and it should be done. From there, you just click close, and it automatically saves for you. Close. Close. There we go. And it will be added to your drawings list. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something good from this video. I hope that this helped you out with the new update to Adobe Ideas. Gonna be honest, I like Adobe Ideas much better than I like this version of it. It's so much easier, a lot more user-friendly. But anyways, Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope to see you in the